Hello everyone, welcome to this week's Facebook Live. This is week 6 of my 12 weeks of Christmas series. I am Ruth Norton with Ruth Stamping Corner, and I'm super excited about this week's project. Now, I'm going to try to bring it in. I have a lot of stuff in front of me, so let's see. This is what we are making today. We are making a really fun jar gift. I'm going to show you what's inside. We're going to talk all about it. This one is easy, you guys. I have shown some pretty intense, maybe over the top ones over the last, 3 or 4 weeks. And so I wanted something that was easy. You could easily mass produce. It's affordable. My goodness, you guys, I was fine until the video started playing. So bear with me, you guys. It's this project today. It's quick. It's easy. You guys are going to love it. But while we're waiting for people to jump on, let me go over everything that's going on. We are running out of time. If you want November's Paper Pumpkin, this is November's Paper Pumpkin, from the North Pole kit. You only have until November 10th to subscribe. So that is, November 10th is Thursday, right? Yeah, November 10th is Thursday. So if you want this month's Paper Pumpkin, you've got to subscribe by Thursday. I will remind you one more time on Wednesday, but after that, it'll be too late for November. All right, guys, the Fitting Florets collection is available, and I meant to go online and check. I think everything is available still. I haven't seen anything that it has sold out, but out of the collection, the DSP, the Framed and Festive stamp set, and the little gems here, the gold swirls, those are only available while supplies last. So make sure if you need these things, if you want them, make sure that you order them sooner rather than later. Now this Framed Florets bundle will actually carry into the next mini catalog, and so we're going to have that one for a little bit longer. But if you love the other stuff, make sure that you subscribe. And I've been using this paper so much, and it's so gorgeous. I had a project on my blog on Friday featuring the bundle, and then I have another one going up tomorrow featuring the bundle. So it's a really good bundle. It's so good. You know, I'm hesitant to always buy stuff that's temporarily available because I only like to show you guys things you can purchase. But this stuff has been so good. So I'm so glad that I got it. So make sure you're checking out that Fitting Florets collection. Now, if you love the DSP and you love this Framed and Festive stamp set, check out my card crate for this month. The deadline to sign up for this is coming up in about a week. I think less than a week, actually. So make sure that you if you want the card crate this month, make sure that you RSVP for that. Your card crate this month actually includes some of that paper that we talked about, and we'll be using the Framed and Festive stamp set, which you can add on. And it makes 6 gorgeous cards. They're really fun. And it has the little box to store it in. So really fun cards. You can use this as a gift. It's a great little thing to have in your stash. You can use it as a hostess gift or whatever. But again, this is only available while supplies last. So if you want that, let me know. There's a link to the description for my card crate if you want to learn more about that. Card crate is $35. You receive $20 in product. But again, the deadline is coming up this week. So make sure that if you want that, you act quickly. All right, this is November's host code. If you are shopping my online store this month, make sure you use the host code. All orders over $50 will receive a make and take kit that goes with a quart. Hold on, let me start over. All orders will receive a PDF with 3 exclusive projects. If your order is over $50 and more using the host code, you will receive the make and take kit. If your order is over $150, don't use the host code. You're still going to get the make and take kit, but you're also going to get Stampin' Rewards. So, okay, now if you're watching on Facebook, please share this with your crafty friends. If you're on YouTube, please like and subscribe to my channel. That really helps me out. All right, guys, this is what we're making today. Now, it's going to be a little awkward for me to have it in camera because it's going to, well, maybe, yeah, it's going to roll. Because it's a jar, you guys. I'm using a pint mason jar, which are pretty affordable. I haven't bought mason jars in a while, but I think you can get them pretty affordable. I think canning jars are pretty affordable. This is the pint size one. And then we're just going to add a little festive tag. You can decorate the jar more. I did add a little bit of DSP to the top just to, cover up the wording or the jar lid, but you can decorate this as much as you want. Now, I mentioned earlier, if you weren't here right at the beginning, that I wanted to do something super easy this week that you guys could easily mass produce. This was an affordable gift that you could give to family, friends, coworkers, neighbors, whatever. You could easily mass produce this. It's not over the top. I know some of the past weeks have been a little bit crazy, but this one is not over the top. So what's inside it. Let's look at what's inside it. So you're gonna remove the lid like you would a regular mason jar, and then inside are a pair of gloves. They're so cute. I found these gloves at my local Dollar Tree. You can use any gloves, you can use mittens, and so I just kind of folded them. I stacked them opposite each other, and then I just rolled them and then just stuck them in the jar. So it is a really, just kind of squish them in there. They'll fit. It's a really simple gift. I know that your big box stores will have little gloves like this. You can get those. It's just a fun gift that is great. So I have my mason jar here. Again, you can, I'm using pint size. Any jar will be fine. I think you probably could maybe squeeze these into a half pint jar if you really wanted to. These are the gloves I got at my local Dollar Tree. So they were $1.25 for these gloves. So pretty affordable. And again, if you check your big box stores, if you plan on making a bunch of these, if you check your big box stores, you can probably get multiples of them for an affordable price. And then just get your jar. So I folded up my gloves opposite each other. Now, I will say that my daughter has been saying, when are you going to do the gloves? Because I've had these gloves for a couple of weeks sitting on my desk. She says, when are you going to do the gloves? When are you going to do the gloves? So I told her today I was going to do the gloves. And so she has her eye on one of these pairs. She's going to come snatch it right after I'm done with my Facebook Live, I am sure. Okay, so you just stick your gloves in there, and this is going to be your gift. So all we're going to do from here is create our little tag, which is so cute. And you could easily just adapt this and throw this on a card too. Now the colors that I'm using, I wanted to pull from my gloves, so I am using Melon Mambo. You could also maybe go with Polish Pink for this one, but Melon Mambo. And then I wanted to pull in some of my favorite color, Coastal Cabana, because any chance I get, I'm going to use Coastal Cabana. So I'm going to hopefully, I don't know if this is going to sit still. I don't know. We're going to have that off to the side. All right, what I am using today, my bundle, is the Celebrate with Tags stamp set. It's the whole bundle we're using. This die set is so amazing. You get these two amazing tags. This is the one we're using today. I'm going to show you more about this one. This tag, we're going to use this one again in the future, maybe in a couple of weeks. I have an amazing idea with this tag. So you might want to get this Celebrate with Tags bundle because we're going to be using it. But this one is so good because it will take you through so many seasons. You have birthdays. This is really good for Valentine's Day. You have the balloon and all of these dies that coordinate with it. These little hearts right here. Love. There's birthday candles, snowflakes, which we're going to use, the mittens, all the greeting die cuts. So it's a good one, guys. Don't pass this one up. It's kind of toward the very end of the mini catalog. So I think by the time people get to the end, they're like, whoa, my wish list is already way too long. I got to stop. But don't let this one pass you by. This is a good one. All right, so that's what we are using today. I'm going to set those off to the side. And so I've already done some of my die cutting. So I've die cut that tag, and it puts a score line right in the middle there. So all you have to do is fold it in half, and you have your little tag. I'm just going to grab a bone folder, just burnish that. We don't have to do any scoring. We're not making a box. We're not doing anything. So the only actual measurement that I have for you guys today is this one little piece of DSP that we're going to glue onto our tag. And I don't even know off the top of my head how big this is. This is 2 1/4 by 1 3/4. And that measurement, I think, is in the video description. So this is just a piece of DSP. I think this is the Bermuda Bay one from the Brights pattern pack. And we are just going to stick that down. Ooh, that plaid is, oh, I should use that plaid, but oh well. The dots are good too. All right, so just line that up, just stick that onto your tag. And this is going to be the basis of our tag. We're going to do some stamping now. So let me get some ink. We have Melon Mambo. We're going to stamp 2 little mittens from that Celebrate with Tag set. And so just grab some Melon Mambo. This is a more solid stamp, so just give it a quick little glance, make sure it's all nice and covered. And I'm just using scrap pieces of white. We're going to stamp this down with our Melon Mambo. I love non-traditional colors for Christmas, especially pink and blue together for Christmas, or purple and blue together for Christmas. Love that. So this thing is right up my alley for Christmas. All right, so we have 2 little mittens. We're going to die cut these with the dies, the coordinating dies. And then for our greeting, I'm going to use Coastal Cabana, and I have this Be Jolly greeting. This is, I think, my favorite style of greeting. I love the kind of the bold outline and then the greeting on the inside. So it's one of my favorites. So when I saw this greeting, loved it. So, isn't that cute? Okay, that's all our stamping. We're gonna set that aside. I told you guys this one was easy. You guys can make these, no problem. All right, so you're going to die cut those, and through the magic television, I already have my 2 mittens die cut, my greeting die cut, and then also from those dies, you're going to die cut 3 white snowflakes. Now, if you wanted to get fancy, you could do these out of glimmer paper. You could do these out of our little velvet paper, that white velvet paper it's so soft, it feels like, you know, velvet. It's so cool. So you could, if you want to get fancy with the snowflakes, you could do that. I am just using just our basic white cardstock. All right, so let's bring in our tag, and we're gonna pop stuff up on dimensionals, because why not, right? So I'm gonna take one of my little mittens. I'm gonna take this one to go in the back. I'm gonna put this one up on dimensionals, and I'm just going to kind of set that right on my tag. This one is going to overlap it and go right next to it. So I'm actually just going to take a dimensional and stick it right next to the mitten. And then on my little mitten here on the little thumb part, I'm going to put a little bit of glue because it's going to overlap. So you're just going to just stick them on just like that. Our greeting, we're going to stick on with dimensionals. I'm going to use one of these little edge pieces. So I'm just going to kind of cut a little piece here. And a little piece. I should have just cut like one long piece, but you know, it is what it is. All right, and we're going to put that across just like that. And you know what? Actually, I'm going to move this a little bit because I'm going to tell you why. Let me pull this up because I can't do 2 things at once. I want to be able to put little gems in the middle of my snowflakes here, and so I don't want to cover up those snowflake centers. And so I think, you know what, let me see, can I move this one over a little bit? All right, I'm gonna move this one over and down just a little bit. And that way, when we stick these on, perfect. So we have both of our little snowflakes showing, so we're gonna be able to decorate those. And then this is gonna go right across, just like that. Is that straight? Close enough. Okay, just like that. All right, now for your little snowflakes, you can use glue dots or liquid glue, whatever you want. I'm going to use a little bit of liquid glue just because this will give me a little bit of wiggle room. I'm going to stick one up here. And I didn't put dimensionals. I really only kept the dimensionals in the center of that mitten because I knew I was going to be tucking in these snowflakes. So keep your dimensionals kind of in the center. That'll help you out. We're going to put one down here. Oh my goodness. I have glue all over my desk now. That's okay. So we're going to wipe that up. Okay, and one more up in that top left corner. Just a little bit of glue. I'm gonna stick this one up here, just like that. All right, now we're gonna give that a second to dry, and I'm gonna bring in another piece of DSP. I die cut this using the layering circles dies, and like we're just gonna decorate our little lid for our jar. So using your dimensionals, because the lids have like an indentation, so if you put glue right on here, your DSP is going to kind of buckle a little bit. And so I'm just going to use some dimensionals. Just grab a few of those, stick them on there, and that will kind of bring the DSP up to the same height. This one that I use, let me pull out my dies. I have them over here. Let me see which, let's see. I use like the 3rd largest, and it's going to be kind of just perfect. It's going to leave a little bit of an edge there, but I think that looks kind of cool. And the rim of the jar lid is going to cover that up anyway, so all you're going to see once you get the jar lid on is just DSP. Now, if you want to put something on here, you absolutely could. I am leaving mine blank. I didn't do anything except add that DSP to the top, and that's really just to kind of fancy it up. So I use Melon Mambo DSP on the top, just to coordinate with everything. Okay, back to our tag. It's had a couple minutes to dry. And we're going to embellish it a little bit. These are those brand new gold swirls. These are only available for a limited time. If you love these, don't wait. Get them now. And we are going to put one of these in each of the centers of those snowflakes. These are nice and flat. So they are, I think you could definitely mail these. They were a little surprising how much I really liked them when they first came in. I wasn't sure I was going to like them. I wasn't even sure I was going to get them because, again, they're a limited time only product, but they are so nice and flat. I love them. So I hope we have more stuff like that in the future. All right, now I have glossy dots. This is just a little piece of the glossy dots that I have. This is how they come. You get so many. You get like Melon Mambo, Gorgeous Grape, Daffodil Delight. You can see I don't have a lot of Daffodil Delight left. I've used a lot of those. And then you get like Pool Party or Coastal Cabana. And so we're going to use one of those Pool Party ones right in the middle. I'm using the little one. The little ones, we're going to use those right in the middle of our snowflakes. Just add a little bit of extra shine. This is a simple project, so I wanted to dress it up a lot with accessories. All right, and that is our tag. Now you could easily just throw this on the front of a card and this would be super cute, but we're going to tie it around our jar. I'm actually using 2 ribbons. Now it's a little excessive to use 2 ribbons, I know. You could use 1 ribbon, you could use baker's twine, you could use whatever you want. That nearly fell on the floor. Nearly rolled on the floor. Hence the problem working with round objects. So I am just going to, I'm using the 3/8 gold shimmer ribbon. This ribbon is so pretty. It's shimmery. It has like an extra shimmery gold border on it. And then I'm also pulling in my black and white gingham ribbon just to coordinate with those gloves. And I'm going to thread this through, thread both ribbons through. And then we are going to, if you thought tying one bow was bad, wait till we have to tie 2 bows. So I'm going to kind of estimate. I am going to cut off ribbon from the spool because I don't want to have to do this on 2 spools. You guys already know I am ribbon challenged, so doing it on 1 spool is going to be hard enough. Doing it on 2 spools is going to be a little bit unthinkable. So, okay, so I'm going to tie my bow, and I have my tag in the back there. I'm going to turn my tag after I get my bow tied. Okay, so I'm going to tie my bow, and I wanted this to be a big loopy bow. Now they're not going to have to untie this bow to get their gloves out. So you can do shorter ends if you wanted, but I wanted some kind of longer ends to my ribbons. So just kind of manipulate your bows there. I'm just going to trim off this side just a little bit. Okay. And then I'm going to pull my tag around just so that it all lines up under that bow. And that's it, guys. That's our project. That is the beautiful little tag that's going to go on your little jar gloves. So I'm going to, maybe I can prop this up so that it doesn't roll. Here, we're going to do that because I know you guys want to see that tag. And then inside, of course, we have those beautiful, fun gloves. So it's an affordable gift. You could easily make these. You could make a stack of these in no time. And I think the jar is really cute to reuse these jars over and over. You may have some pint jars in your stash already, so that may be a cost savings to you. So, all right, guys, I would love to know what you think about this one. It's a simpler one, which I think was needed after the last few weeks of over-the-top ones. But believe me, I have some more over-the-top ones coming. So give me another week or 2 and we'll have some more over-the-top ones. So let me know what you think of this one. I think it's super cute. My daughter's getting ready to steal these gloves as I speak. So I will see you guys on Wednesday for in my business page for another fun project. And then I'll be back next week for week 7. Week 7, guys. We're already halfway through this series. Can you believe it? And I'll be back next Sunday right here in my VIP group for week 7. All right, guys, have a great rest of your Sunday. Remember to go vote this week if you haven't already, and I will see you guys on Wednesday. Bye.